Yo, what it is? It's your boy Dwright. The N-Word Podcast is back for another episode. I got my man, Master OG, Big Measy, Tyler Wu. What's good?
Man, y'all know what's up, Master OG on Instagram. Darius hat is fake. I'm gonna
Yes.
pass it over here to my man Doc.
Straight from Amazon.
Yeah, I know who it is. It's Doc from Neighborhood Know It All. We here.
Hey, yo.
That's my man G.
Yeah.
Yo, it's your boy George. Joker the 8th on Twitter. Fuck with me.
The rugged
sir.
maniac.
Rugged.
Rugged.
Yes, sir. We back for another episode, man. How was y'all week, man? Y'all week was good? Y'all was good?
Yeah, you know.
Everybody had a good week?
OBS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
same.
December need to hurry up though, so the nigga can go home.
Yeah, man.
We need it
Almost
in
there.
springs. All this damn cold weather. I'm not with
I
it.
mean, it's seasonal depression is what I smell, bro.
I'm not with it.
Funny as
I
a-
smell.
Nigga said
So
seasonal
I-
depression.
That's true, man. It's a real life.
That's a real thing.
fact, bro. Yeah, it's a
I
real
know
thing,
this.
bro.
I believe
Especially
it.
for black
Going
people.
on that on
Especially
some
for
whole
black
shit
people.
on another episode.
I like
Mhm.
the winter though. I like the winter, so
I hate
So that's that Caucasus Mountain in you, bruh. Caucasus Mountain. That's why you like the winter, bruh. Jesus.
yeah, I am a partially white, I would say.
Anyways, fellas, let's go ahead and hop right into these hot topics. My first question to me was a misnomer. I think it was a very self-explanatory, easy question to answer, but obviously not. I seen a guy post this week that arguably Soulja Boy was more of a music legend than the late and great Nipsey Hussle. Fellas, hold on, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before y'all answer this question, did anybody know who Whack 100 is? I mean,
Yeah, the game
Who is-
manager. He well, I mean, you know what? He like a big blood.
no,
Honestly.
Blueface manager. He's a Blueface manager.
But he was the game manager at once too.
Oh, was
wasn't
he the games manager?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
all
didn't
right,
know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he like a staple. He was around back when I would say probably like Death Row was like ending and stuff like that. He was on that side of the fence.
So he an old head, but you're
Yeah,
saying.
he like a big blood. He a big blood. So that's why he feel like he can run around saying stuff like that because nobody gonna check him. So I mean,
Interesting that he's a big blood and he's managing a Crip artist. Interesting.
but you know, nowadays it's not like that no more. It's not the '90s no more, bro.
I guess. Well, the question is this, fellas.
Started off kind of benevolent, but moving on.
Yeah, the question is this, man. Is Nipsey Hussle a legend? Now, for me, before y'all tarnish this great man's name, because I feel I can smell it in the air. I can smell it in the air. Before y'all tarnish this great man, I'm gonna go first. I normally don't ever go first, but Nipsey Hussle was very instrumental in my life. Now, I got hip to Nipsey Hussle, honestly. I mean, everybody knew who he was when he was on the song with like Drake, shit like that, Killer. Everybody knew that shit. But when I heard the Victory Lap album, bruh, that shit changed my life, bro. Like, I heard this album, I played it all the way through. I didn't skip no tracks. And I was in a particular place where his music was real to me, bro. Everything he was saying, I was living it, bro. I'm not here to glorify trapping, but I was in a trapping position. Every song, but it was my anthem every day, bro. And after that album, bro, I went and researched all his old mixtapes. I started looking at all his interviews, and I really got hooked onto who this nigga was as a person and who he was musically. Before the album, I thought he was solid musically. He wasn't the greatest lyricist, you know what I'm saying? His punchlines wasn't blow you away material. But I do think with that album, it was the best album of 2018. Like, I don't think any album compared to it. It was solid all around. The production was solid. The lyrics were solid. And he was definitely on his path to be a music legend if he had the chance to keep going. Now, before y'all answer the question, is he a legend? I'm gonna just do what T.I. did real quick. Hold on one second. Let me get this up. Let me get this definition up real quick for y'all. I think it's very important because, you know, Wack went up against T.I., who posted the definition of a legend, and Wack has some words about that. Actually, before I do this, Wack actually compared T.I. to Tekashi 6ix9ine. I don't know if y'all seen that. He said he's on a Tekashi 6ix9ine. Yeah, he compared T.I. to Tekashi 6ix9ine. He said he's basically a snitch because after he got locked up 2007 for the gun charges, he did some anti-crime commercials. He basically compared him to Tekashi 6ix9ine.
You see, but listen, niggas with less money than you always gonna find a reason
Oh,
to
bullshit.
hate on you. You know
Some
what
of
I'm
that
saying?
facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Those are facts,
this nigga-
sir.
Like obviously, Wack 100 is not living like T.I. Let's just be
No,
honest. bro.
that's
You-
obviously
you-
facts.
The fact is, you gotta manage an artist, you gotta manage another nigga with talent so you could get your money. You know what I'm
Didn't
saying?
Victory
saying?
Lap come out this year though?
Nah, it was last year.
It was last year.
Yeah, that shit was last year. But before y'all go in, I'm just reading this last definition. Y'all can go in.
It was better than Drake's, Meek's.
That's what I was thinking.
It was better than everybody,
Pusha.
bro. That shit was so solid, bro. That shit was so you can play it all the way through, no skips, bro.
Nah,
I don't think, bro.
I think you don't skip.
Yeah. That's what it is.
I don't know, bro. Y'all skipped on Victory Lap. Y'all skipped.
Yeah. I think Pusha T had the album. Pusha T might have had the album.
No, I like Pusha T album too. I like Pusha T album. I just where I was at, bro, I connected.
I'm
so
be
much
honest,
with
bro.
music.
In your description of Nipsey, bro, you were saying, the lyrics isn't the best.
Yeah, it could be honest.
You're literally describing why it's not like the best album of the
the
year, bro.
No.
He was saying that in terms of his past shit. Like,
I was saying that
because he was going to fuck in. Like, it just
big
was what
facts.
it was.
Big
I'm
facts.
not the biggest fan.
But I wanted to be
of
fair.
His rap style. He's a hood legend. Like being here in LA, like I was here when he got shot. So being here in LA, I got the sense of the people in the street, like, okay, I get it. This nigga was important to y'all. Like what he does in the street is like legendary for sure.
That's what somebody
but
was
when it comes to his music,
hold on.
Nah.
Hold on. A legend, by definition, is an extremely famous or notorious person, especially in a particular field. That's the legend by definition. That's one of the definition. Or I mean, you could use it as an adjective, which is very simple. It just says a very well-known person. So
what you want to do?
If you're gonna say like,
about street?
I think we talk about all around. We talk about Nipsey Hussle.
No, he's not a music legend, bro.
I said all around, bro, all around.
You sound like is he a legendary person? Like, does he have a legendary persona?
Yes.
Of course. But that's of course. But the real question is, would he have had that before he died?
No.
Eventually.
Yes, he already was building it, bro.
Nah,
I'm gonna be real with you.
Clearly.
I'm gonna be real with
His
you.
philanthropy.
I didn't listen to no Nipsey Hussle, right? But once he passed away, I listened to him and I was like, I don't see why I didn't listen to him. Cause he's fired.
That's what I'm saying, bro. He didn't get no love while he was alive, but that doesn't mean he wasn't legendary, bro. That just was niggas' ignorance.
I first heard of Nipsey on YouTube because he would just randomly getting recorded as like a crip, just giving his opinion on some stuff on YouTube. And at the time, you don't even know that this is Nipsey Hussle or whatever, but he's just talking, and then the dude pauses like, "Damn, I didn't expect you to give that answer." He's like, "Nobody expects that from niggas."
I seen that too. I seen that. It was a very smart answer.
That was when I first knew about him. Yeah. But as far as his music, I'm personally don't care too much for his rap style. There's too many pauses and breaks. Like it's too much like forced.
What about the content?
Shit.
What about the
content? Yeah, the content's dope. Yeah, he's definitely better than some of these mumble rapping niggas for sure. I'm not.
He ain't like these other rap niggas.
But he ain't. He wasn't top tier.
There is funny as shit.
I ain't like
top tier, but at the same time,
I don't know, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, if we want to be objective to the situation, when I think of this situation in terms of trying to call him a legend or trying to argue the fact of him being a legend, I think of Biggie and Tupac.
Yep.
Like, let's be realistic. Let's be objective for a second. These two artists really only had one, maybe two bodies of work.
Whoa, not Tupac, nigga.
Tupac had quite a few. I mean, I understand. But when I say that, I mean, I more or less was talking about Biggie. But at the same time, I just mean, like, let's just be real. So when I think of Nipsey, like, kind of how
and Lauryn Hill,
she say, you know what I'm saying? We don't think about him in that way because we're literally all, as far as I know, from the East Coast. So it's like we don't see him as that. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way if you go out west and we ask them about, like, say Big G or somebody, like they would have no idea outside of the wire. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you don't see somebody in your culture, in your day-to-day culture, you don't see them as they really are for real. So if we grew up in LA, this wouldn't even be a conversation for real. And that's why, to me personally, I feel like he was a legend. I feel like we need to respect him as a legend. I feel like even his music, like if you go back to his mixtapes, like we don't think of his rap style of a certain way, but that's a West Coast style. Like if you were from the West Coast.
That's what I said, bro. That's what I said. Living out here,
I agree with G in that way.
Living out here when he got shot, I understood how everybody was thinking about this shit. But
Right.
to be from the East Coast, like I said, I didn't really
Right.
go with his music like that. But I bumped
see,
with Nipsey as a person.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with the fact that I personally think he was. I feel like that even in his death, even him not being able to manifest everything that he was doing, I feel like he was shifting the culture forward. I feel like that his perspective, was permeating people, was helping people, like how D say he resonated with it, and I did too. Like that was my anthem after it came out.
Whole
like,
year, bro.
Whole year. After it came out, that was it. Like
All I
real.
played, bro. I wake up in the morning, get on my
And it
house.
was like I fucked with the other albums. I heard, the
Yeah.
other albums and that type of thing, but real like in terms of relatability, I'm not on that travel lifestyle neither, even though I've been in some situations. But like
I'm trapping till I die.
I hear that.
Honestly, bro, look, I think this is why we call Nipsey a legend, because we knew he was going to be a legend if he was alive, bro.
No question.
We knew
I
if he
think it's a
stayed
hood legend though.
alive.
I think it's a hood legend though, music wise.
You think he wouldn't be musically a legend?
Like listen. So like Biggie plucked out Kim, out Lil Kim, and he plucked out like Terror Squad. I don't think Tupac would have been able to do that. That's why I'm just separately I'm saying why I think Biggie's better than Tupac. But I don't think Nip could pull and pick somebody.
Hold your damn
It would
horses
be like
there,
boom.
sir.
But everything else,
You didn't get a chance. Hold
That's
your
the whole thing,
damn horses with that Tupac and Biggie talk. Hold your damn horses.
everything else outside of music, yes, he's a legend for it. But I'm saying as far as like an artist or whatever, I wouldn't call him like a legendary. He didn't do that.
Hold on, but have you heard? Whoa, I mean, have you heard his other music besides?
You gotta hear his other mixtapes. He's
exactly, but let's not act like Nipsey is the greatest rapper of all time or something. Or he has.
We're not saying he's a
I know.
goat.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't do anything music-wise that no one else didn't accomplish.
I think that his lyrics were so authentic for a time of rap that is so unauthentic that if he continued on the same path,
there's hella artists that's still doing that though.
Not hella artists.
It's a select few.
It's a select few that's 100% authentic. And I think that what he did was combine conscious culture with gang culture.
That's exactly it. That's what we trying to do. What we trying to do with our rap game?
He was gang, bro, but he was conscious. He was like, build a business on your own, make your first million. Black man do this.
But it's not black rappers that do that. It's not a lot of rappers.
It's not. No,
you gotta think about
rappers. No, hold on. Rappers do that, but it's not a lot of successful rappers who can do that.
And then the other thing,
I think he's getting legend points for being dead at this point.
Let's.
Oh my God!
I'm talking about when it comes to his music, but he's already a legend for everything he's done. Built on the back of his music and his things, but
that's not your opinion.
He's not a legendary artist.
The thing we gotta talk about is just his independence in the whole thing. So if we add in the fact of he didn't do the major, mainstream way or whatever. Like I feel like if he went mainstream, we would know more of him and we would classify him as that legend. But because he did it through his trunk and we didn't live in LA, we don't have that same perspective of him.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
We was getting it. We were getting it.
Do you think he could have became Snoop?
No question.
Yeah. You think he would have reached Snoop levels in real life?
I think yeah.
No question. Had he been on a major label,
I think if he would have got picked up by a major label.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah,
no question.
I agree.
No question.
I think so, bro.
I feel like a lot more people would have listened to him before he died if he got picked up.
Exactly. That's my point.
Yeah. Think about
the way he took it, no question.
So the question is this: is he good enough to be a legend if he would have stayed alive?
No
question. That's a better question. That's a better question.
I think
I can give him that. I'm talking about for what he did when he was here, though. I can't give him that.
Okay.
But
if
you're talking about if he's consistent, whatever, he'd have evolved as a rapper. He would have probably came if he went more mainstream, came to something I would have actually liked to hear. Type of shit from the East Coast, but I'm talking about if we're going off what he did while he was here, I can't just be like, he's a legend in the music realm, but everything as a whole, yes, Nipsey's a legend.
Look at my son. Look at this nigga rolling up a J, trying to do it subliminally. We saw that shit, nigga. Tyler, we saw that shit.
He's
definitely actually eating a piece of chicken.
Eating chicken, right? I was like, I don't know how you missed that.
Real nigga saw the chicken.
Right. Real nigga.
Maybe I want to J right now.
Y'all gotta excuse me, everybody.
In my head, it was a J. In my head, it was a J. All right, I'm projecting like shit. Anyways, the next topic. Let's go ahead and move on, fellas. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle the Great. Nipsey Hussle the Great, and happy birthday to Lauren London. just passed. So let's talk about Micheal Vick. Interesting enough, Micheal Vick has been named as a captain of the 2020 Pro Bowl, and currently right now on change.org, he has 170 signatures on a petition to remove him from that position. What's that?
You said 170. It's 170,000.
Oh, that's my bad. 170,000. 170,000 signatures. Which is an insane number, and trying to remove him from that position based off his animal cruelty crimes they committed in the past. Here's my larger discussion about this before y'all weigh in. When are we gonna get to the point in America where a person commits an act or crime or whatever, pays his debt to society, changes his ways, and is accepted? When are we gonna get to that point?
You can if you're black.
It's harder if you're black. I'm not gonna say
people
you
will
can't,
never know. They will never forgive you. No matter what they say, they always gonna think about that shit. No matter what white people say, when they look at Mike Vick, they gonna see a dog killer. But when I look at Mike Vick, I see like one of the greatest football players ever. I forgot about it.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Let me
White
ask you
people
don't.
Jail is a trap.
Let me ask you a question. It's a dual question, a twofold question. I seen a meme that was basically saying that transgender people transition and they get accepted by all of society, but felons transition don't get accepted by anyone, right? And this is gonna be a weird hypothetical. Do you think if Micheal Vick transitioned,
it will be more accepted? That's a funny ass question.
Do you think so though? Honestly, like
honestly, yeah. See,
that shit crazy.
the thing is, this what people signing that petition don't realize. Like, jail is associated with bad, big, mean black criminals. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's associated with. Let's be real.
19 months, bro. He did 19 months, bro.
But you know what I'm saying? People.
That's the fact that you went. It stains your name.
Exactly. Now the thing is, black people, every black person that's all friendly, hey, Bob, how you doing? Black people like that, that's their friends. So once you go to jail, they're like, oh, now you cross over to the dangerous black man now. You know what I mean? They don't want him to. This man did his time. He served his time. He came home and then got back to football. Still was cooking
and did a lot against animal cruelty when he came home.
And that's the thing. The thing is, it's a success story to me. But the thing is, these white people, they don't want you to ever finish serving your time. Once you serve time once, you are forever a number to them. You forever doing time to them. They don't care if you. The thing is, it was originally about rehabilitation, but it's not about that no more. You know what I mean? Because if it was about that, you would accept that this man has been rehabilitated. He haven't been with no dogs.
Do you think it's only that way when it comes to the white community, or do you think that all of America, including the minorities, view?
I think it's probably 2% of people signed. 2% of them people that signed that petition was black. I promise you.
Yeah,
it wasn't no black people on that motherfucking petition like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And it's the mindset. It's not even necessarily all color. So it's like color has to play with it, but at the same time, it's like the what they call white superiority, like the idea of that has infected multiple cultures. So even if it isn't just white people that signed it, it's the white thought process. It's the white ideology of black people that signed that petition. Like, it's no way that you can take away from that man's football career and that football skill based off of what he did outside. For like how we just was talking about Nipsey. Right. We was just talking about how Nipsey's personality and his ideology and all of the things he did in the community, philanthropy and all of that, that's legendary. But then when it comes to his music, it's just a separate thing. They acting like in this situation that it's not separate, that his football accolades and his acumen in football, reflects his personality reflects that, and he shouldn't be, honored for his football acumen. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Like I was saying before, the niggas are praising these football players on the field that'll leave that field and they going right to their wife across the head for no fucking reason. But they gonna come out there every fucking week like it's not a fucking problem. Praise them. But Mike Vick fight a dog and y'all really still hyping this shit years later? Like, god damn. He ain't win no Super Bowl after. He didn't rob y'all or nothing like that. Like, relax.
Look,
so
what do you think? On record.
What do we do? What do we do as a society to this kind of hits on a couple different things. This hits on cancel culture. What do we do as a society to have a capacity to forgive people when they commit acts that we don't agree with, because this is a situation where a person committed an act that was actually criminal that we didn't agree with. He served his time, came out, was rehabilitated, and we don't know what to do with that after the fact, because it's almost as if, you know, a person does something wrong and they get canceled and they're like unredeemable, basically, or select.
Unless,
like, right? I heard
unless you're white, because remember that lady.
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example before you go ahead. I heard a snippet today on the radio on Breakfast Club from Justin Bieber where he was like, some nigga, some nigga. Yeah, you heard that shit the first time I ever heard that shit, and he was like 15, and he was redeemed, right? So I said, wow, cancel culture skipped him, or is it that cancel culture don't cancel you for saying nigga?
Cancel culture don't see nigga and all that stuff. Just like Dave Chappelle. If you seen the Dave Chappelle special, he said you seen it where he was talking about he can't say was it tranny or
faggot. He couldn't say faggot.
So he couldn't say I'm not saying it. I'm just saying what Dave Chappelle was saying. They said Dave Chappelle couldn't.
I actually he said, why is it that I can say nigga with impunity?
Right.
And then he goes, but if I want to say faggot, then we got a problem.
Exactly. I mean, listen, man. Every time a new group come up in society, that means black people are pushed farther down the ladder. Like everything is above us. This LBGT, I'm not against it. I'm just saying it came out and trumped black people's whole situation.
Let me put my tinfoil hat on real quick. Do you think that these new groups who are gaining popularity is intentional to decrease the rights of black people?
Yep.
I mean, it could be.
You
never know with this country. You never know.
I see some of them being that. Some of them just actually being those people.
That's crazy enough to be true, bro.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, I wholeheartedly believe that. Like, I feel like it was manufactured. I feel like it was sensationalized. I feel like that certain people put certain money behind it, and there's a reason why a president or a political candidate would talk about that issue versus another issue. Like, yeah, no question.
Yeah, I think it's like three parts to it.
The thing is like once I don't remember which comedian it was, but basically the setup of the comedian was like the only reason why we're talking about the LGBT movement the way that we talk about it is because it affects white men.
White men.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if it wasn't for the fact that white men is gay, we wouldn't be talking about it. If it was only black people that was gay,
that's facts.
If it was only black people that was gay, we wouldn't be talking about it.
To your point, wouldn't that be opposite to the conspiracy?
No, because the idea is because it affects white men, we should be talking about it higher than what they see black people as. So it's like if they don't see you saying nigga as a problem, then we're not going to talk about it as a problem. But if they see the white rich people, if they see their son being gay as a problem, that's something that we need to be talking about.
Yeah, everybody needs to be upset that people are joking about.
Outrage.
But there's actually a faction of like gay and trans people that want to be able to just joke. Just like black people joke about the ignorant shit that's happened to black people. There's gay and transgender people that want to just be able to joke about the same shit, that love Dave Chappelle's stand-up special. All that shit and want other people to separate it from thinking that niggas is all we mad about it and shit.
Right. I'm not necessarily against a movement, you know what I'm saying? People exist and they do what they do, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not necessarily in a position to tell them that, but at the same time, like, black people in situation is like 400-500 years old at this point. Like, we need to figure that out long before we talk about what somebody do inside their own house. Like, people have, demonized the whole color of people. And we haven't dealt with that yet. And now we talking about what people air time, personal time is no way. Right, we need to order operations. We need algebra.
Yeah,
for real.
I guess some pimp dads on their
ass for real.
To swing it back around and come to a conclusion, what do y'all think we can do as just normal people to circumvent or help actually cancel culture? Because I think hold on before you go. I think it's a true problem, bro. That when people make mistakes, we want you fired from your job. You never get a job ever again. Like, bro, people can be rehabilitated, bro. People can change. Like, we need to give people a chance. What do y'all think we can do, or what do y'all think society needs to do to curb cancel culture?
I think society in general just need to shut the fuck up and mind their business, honestly. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I mean, I'm just talking about in general about all this canceling stuff. The thing is, man, people fuck up. Like, just like you, whoever this person is that's always yelling out cancer, or the group of people who's always yelling out cancel, I'm sure they fucked up before. And I'm sure they made big fuck ups before. The thing is, man, you can't hold people to this crazy standard where you can't make no mistakes in your entire life, or in 20 years, we might come back and get you because you blew a kiss at somebody who didn't want a kiss blown at them. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. We just need to, I feel like, all in all, we need to stop taking ourselves so serious. You know what I mean? We just gotta learn to joke again and learn to laugh again. I guess that's my opinion.
That's possible.
You want
in the federal justice system, sexually based offenses are particularly
Personally, I feel like that it's not gonna go away. Honestly, like, I just feel like that people be convicted on certain thought processes. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that people should be able to feel deeply about ideology or their belief system. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that forcing that belief system on another, not saying that you can't recommend or you can't back your system with quote unquote facts or whatever, but to force it on another, it's like an individual that go to prison or jail or whatever for whatever crime that they did. You know what I'm saying? Outside of childhood rapists, I don't feel like they'll deserve nothing. But that's just me.
That's fact.
But outside of that, but that's just me. That's my perspective. There's some people that's just like they could be rehabilitated too, and that has nothing to do with me.
Well, they could be rehabilitated if they're chemically castrated.
I mean, whatever happens to them, that's on them. But moving forward, just thinking in terms of moving forward, just I feel like that those individuals, they need to, if they make a concerted effort to show that they've actually changed, because what the problem with it is, you end up with a situation where somebody could fake the change long enough just to get accepted.
That's fine, but
it's hard to say who's faking and who's real with it. But in terms of just mass society, I don't think that mass society is going to change like everybody's ideology to acceptance of people's change. Like, I just don't think that's going to happen. In terms of the Black community, I feel like that we have a lower bar for what we will accept, like re-accept into our culture, though. Like, I feel like that we need to be more accepting of each other and our fuck ups, you know what I'm saying, our mistakes, and, hold ourselves individually to a higher standard. I do believe that.
Sure. Yeah. Well, fellas, that was an interesting discussion. I really hope that we do as a culture move away from this cancel culture, or at least when you're going to cancel somebody, have a forgiveness culture as well. Yeah. Just balance it out. But let's go ahead and transition into a man's perspective. I hate to ask this question because I feel like we had a question very similar to this, but I'm going to ask this question because this girl is gorgeous.
Oh, no.
This nigga, I'm trying to tell y'all, this nigga Darius is using this podcast to try to pick up women. Period.
I told y'all.
Period. That's all his motive is. He's using the podcast to pick up women and to
I'm not.
It's all about.
Listen, she's my ex. I ain't filling the blank. I didn't fill in the blank. Let me fill in the blank. I'm filling in the blank. Jesus. She's gorgeous and she's my ex. She asked this, and I think she asked this because she don't have no ass. She said, "Why do men?" She said, "Why do men choose fat asses over prettiness?"
Oh my God!
Smacks teeth.
All right, I'm gonna speed this one up. Biologically.
Oh, here we go with this biological shit.
Biologically, a woman with a fat ass most likely has wider hips. Most likely is better at birth giving. So in a Neanderthalish way, we're gonna be more attracted to her off the jump.
I heard white people was Neanderthals, man. Black people was
not from the side note. I like the full body jump. That's what I like from the motherland. That's how they built.
Exactly.
and not necessarily over a cute face, because I've seen some people just go straight face, no body.
Well, are you saying that you would choose? Okay, I think her question is more specifically: would you choose a great body, over someone who is prettier in the face?
And the personality, finances, everything is all the same.
Yes.
Probably.
What? This is yes,
Probably.
I would.
More than likely, because then you get into the whole like,
Listen,
is she too attractive for you type dumb shit.
This the thing. This the thing. Okay, so obviously, I feel like we're talking about a very pretty person, a very pretty woman with a super bony body.
No, it's not bony. She just ain't got no ass.
Okay, so
she probably gonna hit this too, bro.
But just like George
that's the point of this whole thing.
That's your fault for bringing your exes on here, bro. My mom question was on last week. So,
true enough, indeed.
hey, but what I'm saying is, man, just like George said, man, it's all about. I guess it's just about like nature and what we're like programmed to be attracted to, man. And sometimes, man, that body just be hitting different. Don't nobody want nobody that look like a woman that look like a little ass boy. I'm not saying she do, but I'm just saying, like, if you flat up and down, why would somebody choose that over a nice Nubian big booty queen? Like, I don't.
What I think is happening is right now, I think I can smell all the petite women pulling up their Instagrams, going to Master OG Ty, sending hate mail.
Hey, man,
you just came for all the petite women in the world.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't like petite women. I'm just saying, if given the choice,
you said they built like a boy, like a little boy.
I said, but listen, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Dog, I don't know, cuz.
No, what I said was I'm not going to choose no joint to look like a little boy over a thick African motherland joint. That's what I said. This nigga, he tried to twist people's words up, y'all.
Always.
That's my job, dog. That's what I'm here to do.
I think that was a straightforward question, bro. Like, that's just what niggas like.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, my answer, I go for the petite women. Shout out to the petite women in the world.
You going for whatever giving you credit at this point.
Exactly.
No, that ain't the case.
God damn.
My man, desperate.
I'm this guy.
I thought you said you was giving up.
I'm gonna talk about it in open forum. What you just said, George. I'm gonna talk about it in open forum. But anyways, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I know what Doc's answer is. It's biochemical. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, chill.
Biochemical.
Nah, I'm gonna just be real. Like, how I feel about myself. Like, I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too type of thing. Like, I need both. Like, I can't. One without the other doesn't make sense. Like, I need a full feminine woman. Like, it just gotta be the case. So
what he's saying is he want curls. He want curves. He want all that.
There needs to be like the first thing that I look at is not the female's body or the woman's body, is their face. So if that's not attractive, I'm not going to even
no, you gotta choose one.
That level of conversation.
No, you gotta choose one. You can't have a boat. You gotta choose one, sir. Well, you gotta choose this. All right, let me make it easier. You see two females, right? You could go smack at either or. One of them has a great face but a slim body, and one of them has a great body, not an excellent face.
Come on.
Which one you?
I mean, that whole not an excellent face thing is subjective based off of how.
Not an excellent face in your opinion. In your opinion, yeah, there you go. In your opinion.
I mean, personally, like Ty say, I'm. It's a body thing. Like, it's definitely the body definitely takes more precedence. Let's just be real. Like.
And the thing is, it's not even just about a fat ass. It's about just having a shapely,
womanly shape. Body. Yeah, like how you say it. It's not necessarily about calling them males or male figures or whatever.
But I like butterface pieces in my 90s sling.
Nah, like how you just said, decent face, that's totally different than saying butterface. Like,
there's like the bony balonies, man.
You like the ironbacks. That's what it is. Like, you want pretty face with the ironback. That's what it is.
Said the bony
ironbacks. Ironbacks.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the ironback?
The split between
you know what that is.
The lower back. That's what it is.
Right.
There is like them jumps.
Right. Second question, man. Second question, dog. We ain't talking about my preferences, man. I'm chilling over here. I got 2 second questions. I propose it to y'all. Y'all can choose one, and we'll save the next one for next episode. One of them is a little bit long-winded. If you're really you're really interested in someone, everything's going great, and all of a sudden you don't hear from the person anymore. Texting is less, and they always say they're busy, but they're on social media posting. Has that person lost interest? And then the next, what damn?
Go ahead.
All right, whatever. And the next, these are two good questions.
Well, we'll just do the first one.
Yeah, just do this one.
That's
why would you give us two and tell us pick?
I want y'all to choose. I want y'all to...
Nah, don't give don't even reveal. Listen, don't even reveal the second one till next week. It's gonna be better.
All right.
So listen, everybody listening, you gotta come back next week to hear that next question. It was about to be bomb. I know it was.
All right.
Damn.
If it's on par with that first question, then yeah.
So if someone's, like I said, I'll repeat the question one time and then y'all can weigh in. If you are really interested in someone, everything is going great, all of a sudden you don't hear from the person anymore, texting is less, and they always say that they're busy, but they're on social media posting, has that person lost interest?
I want to hear what George guys say, man. I want to hear what George.
I'm gonna say the same shit as George.
Hey, listen, nigga, look, George be keeping it real straight to the point.
Two things that happen here, bro.
That's big fact.
Two shits that either happen here. Either one, the nigga is someone else is fucking clearly. So the nigga is like, I'm gonna be over here. I'm gonna just live in this. Or two, no, actually it's the same thing. Two, you ain't fucking, and the nigga just is over here.
Yeah.
Or you ghosted that nigga, and now you mad because he's like, all right, bet, and he's gonna move on. Like I don't get it. Why don't you ask yourself? Because you know women be ghosting niggas all the time. So
all the time, facts. Listen, man, women do it more than men, I think.
Yeah.
I think. See, the thing is, it's not frowned upon as much when women do it because we've just come to accept it as a part of women's bullshit. Like, honestly, like, a woman, like, let's be real, bro. If you're talking to a girl this week and you don't hear back from her till 3 weeks from now or 2 weeks from now, bro, you're not really going to be like, oh, damn, she go. You're just going to be like, that's just some woman bullshit. Like, I just got to deal with it.
And if you do,
yeah,
if you do to go screenshot the whole conversation, stop posting the shit on fucking social media just to make you look stupid.
I'm gonna save my opinion for open forum.
This nigga gotta save everything for open forum.
My answer, my initial answer, depends on what they posting, because at the same time, I think of myself. So I'm just like a serious man. You know what I'm saying, about their business, about their wealth, about their legacy, you know what I'm saying, is going to spend more time on that than chasing a female, period. So if he posting about, like, if he's on his, like, building his brand and he not, you know what I'm saying, necessarily talking to you as much because he's so focused on building his brand, then that's something different.
Well, we ain't talking about it. No. We talking about
if you talking about, but if you just talk about random candid pictures and I'm just there. I mean, I'm not gonna say he lost interest, but at the same time, there's something that's pulling his interest more.
Let's spice it a little bit more. Let's spice it. Spice it up a little bit. Spice it. Let's say he hit. He got some cheeks,
and then
yes.
Oh, well, you know what it was about.
Yeah, you know what it was about.
He obviously just, you know what I mean? See, the thing what females don't realize is no matter how, like, dreamy or like knight in shine armor a dude might feel like when you first meet him, it's a lot of dudes out here that just portray that just to get in your cheeks. Like, and I hate to be...
Hold on, do you think it's a Joe Rogan bit where he basically says that niggas don't even know that they swelling? Basically, they think they really fucking with you real hard. When they bust that nut, they're like, damn, I really don't fuck with you.
Honestly,
yeah, like, I don't even fuck with something like that.
It may be science behind that, honestly. It may be.
Yeah, I think there is. I don't want to go into it, but there is.
There is. Like, this nigga, we got hella nuts. And y'all got a little bit of eggs. Y'all made for, a little bit of interaction. You made for a lot bit of interaction.
I don't know if you want to take from Joe Rogan's advice. His advice was to beat off before you go and make the decision. So I don't know if we'll take from
I wholeheartedly agree.
I mean, that's a good idea.
I'm not saying that I always follow it, but at the same time, I wholeheartedly agree. Like,
it was good advice.
Set your mind straight. Like, you're not thinking from that perspective if you do that first. Like, men listening, if you want to make better choices when you go out, do that. Like,
Be
that's
clear
weird.
minded, bro. Be clear minded, bro.
Obviously, I didn't do that before I had 3 kids. So.
That's what I'm saying. You wanna
right.
make
So Ty, your Jones was all first dates, nigga? Damn.
Shit, might as well have been.
And you
Might
know
as
what
well,
I'm saying?
man.
Go to the
First
club.
couple of months.
You're gonna pick a better one. You're gonna pick the one that makes more that stimulates you in different ways outside of just looking at it. It's like going to the grocery store hungry. Like you gonna buy random.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good analogy.
That don't got nothing to do with it.
Good analogy, dog. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, that's
so women, before y'all come for us, it's basically like we don't know either. In our mind, we 100% wholeheartedly feeling you, and then that nut is bust, and we like, hold on.
Hey,
like that no more, but
man, they're not gonna believe this, man. Women gonna listen to this and they're not gonna believe this, but it's actually true. Like this is how
I don't argue with science. I don't argue with science, bro.
It's not an excuse. I'm telling you, bro. This is how we feel.
I don't argue with science.
You really feel like that. It's almost like it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So boom. Perfect segue. Let's get into my all right. So boom for this week. Oh, my favorite. All right, so boom, seeing as Thanksgiving was last week, everybody had a great time on Thanksgiving, correct?
Yeah, pretty good.
I think with the exception of Doc, Ty and George, y'all in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Y'all both in a relationship with black women?
Yeah.
Excellent. Doc, would you date a white woman?
Yeah, I couldn't do nothing.
Would I date a white woman?
Yes.
Today, no. I have before though.
Whoa,
oh, you're wild.
Shit, hold on, man. Well, I kind of want to hear this story. We can wait. I don't know. I never thought.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all haven't seen like the evolution of myself.
I had no idea.
I went to college. I went to college in Tampa. Tampa was 80-90% white people. I was coming from the city.
I'm be honest,
and I wanted to know what was up. Like I'm just being real with y'all. Like I just wanted to know what was up. I wanted to know what the.
Hey, hold on. Time. And what was up?
So
the biggest question was, did she give head better than the black girl? I just want to know for the record.
All right, so look. This is about to piss off.
She did.
Man, you know what?
Bro, I went to two PWIs, bro. I went to two PWIs, George Mason University, and then the Catholic University of America.
Wow.
And I didn't mess with not one white girl my entire life.
Hey, man.
I'm
very proud of that.
But
I hear you. Blackness.
I hear you. I'm about it. I want to know. I don't want to hear somebody else tell me. I want to know. So I went and you know what I'm saying. I've had my experience. I'm gonna just say that there is.
Oh my God.
There, and hear what I'm saying. And when I say what I'm gonna say, it's like
Spit it out.
Like there is a level of submissiveness that easily comes with dating a white girl. I'm going to just say it like that. I can't agree. There's but I'm saying that based off of the type of individual.
That's because she's scared of you.
Right, exactly. No, you're absolutely right. There's a level of intimidation that comes with, you know what I'm saying, white women that just isn't with black women. That is real. That is a real thing.
I think it's weird.
I'm gonna just say, like I said, I was about the experience. I was in college and I was like, look, I want to know what's up.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? The white women who I dealt with, it wasn't like they was completely oblivious to black culture, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like they was completely oblivious to the white black, holistic concept of things. Me personally, I grew up around all black people. I didn't grow up around no white people. I didn't really even have a concept of white people outside of the fact that they existed prior to going to that school. So it was like, to that point, I didn't have a disdain towards them for real. And I'm gonna just be real. I had no disdain. I saw no difference. I was right now. Just like
doing it.
I'm just being real. There was no difference for me. I didn't see it at the time. You know what I'm saying?
The question.
And when I came back, you know what I'm saying? When I came back from college and having dealt with them, it really was the males that made me change my perspective. It wasn't necessarily the females. That's a whole nother conversation. But in terms of dating one today, I'm not. Nah, I'm black all the way, black first. I'm not saying that If you want to do it, whoever it is that's listening or whoever,
Don't do it.
I'm not saying do it. I don't think you should do it.
Fellas. That was just
what you do. That's what you do. But
that was just a side bit in my bit here.
I think you can do it, but don't tell me shit about my relationship.
Relax, fellas. That was a side. Relax, fellas. That was a side question to my main question.
Really?
Jesus Christ.
Damn, that's not the main question.
No, that was a side question. Jesus. All right. Back to my eye. So boom. Here's my hypothetical situation. So Thanksgiving dinner was last week. So let's say that you're hanging out with your white girlfriend. Y'all been together for 6 months. You finally get to meet the parents. Excellent. Meet the mom. She's very nice. Meet the dad and the uncle. They're very nice as well. Just to brighten this up. They live in California, so you're playing horseshoes in the backyard. Of course you're black. Of course you're black, so you're crushing them. Your athleticism is crazy. You're crushing
in the horseshoes, you wild.
Crushing them in horseshoes, you know what I'm saying? They bet money too, so you taking their money. You know what I'm saying? But y'all having beers and y'all chilling. You know what I'm saying? If you don't drink beer, you having cognac, Hennessy. And then out of nowhere, you get into an argument with the father, and it gets real heated. And the girlfriend isn't there. But by the time she gets there, he calls you a nigga. And I don't mean nigga.
Oh, no. Listen.
No, wait, whoa.
Put hands on him, bro.
Wait, let me get there. Wait, pause. Jesus Christ.
Let the question go through.
Let the question rock. Damn.
Question over. I'm whooping his ass.
So he calls you a nigger. He says, you know the fuck you talking about, nigger, right? All right. Now, up to this point, been a very polite gentleman, been a very polite white man, and you love or like your girlfriend with genuine feelings.
Nope.
My question is to you guys, in this situation, after he calls you a nigger, do you be the bigger man? Right?
Stop this shit.
Hell
Don't label it as some shit. Don't label it as be the bigger man, nigga. Just say the action. Just say the action, nigga.
Do you be the bigger man?
Don't say bigger man, nigga.
No, wait. Do you be the bigger man for your girlfriend?
What is your girlfriend's father?
Your girlfriend's father.
Let her finish.
But he got defined being the bigger man.
Yeah, bro, we ain't doing that shit. That ain't the bigger man.
Do you not swing on him because it's your girlfriend's father, or do you hit him like the baby?
I'm
gonna hit him like the grown up. The fuck you talking?
I would break his fucking nose. I promise you,
bro.
That nigga's violent. That's charges. He would press charges.
Bro, listen. The thing is, bro, black people always tell, oh no, calm down. It's not that serious. No, you don't gotta do too much. Nah, bro. People not gonna keep disrespect.
You going to jail for the weekend.
There's a level of disrespect that you're not gonna just keep taking, bro. Like,
bro,
not keep. You only said it one time.
It's no reason. When I
say that, I mean,
nigga, listen. The people his color been saying it for 400 years. So.
Right, fact.
No, but he was drunk.
I don't get
That's what I was about to say.
That's how he really feel.
That's how he really feel on the inside.
No, maybe this. Maybe he just wanted to really hit deep, and he didn't know how to get you back because you was crushing.
He's another male.
He was crushing his ass in the horseshoes. He already lost $100. He's like, I'm gonna get this nigga.
No.
And then
I'm gonna get the nigga.
He hitting him with the nigga, bro.
You got nothing to lose by punching him in the fucking nose.
No question.
Nothing.
Nothing's gonna happen after that. It's not like this is your boss. This is your boss and no shit.
You have nothing to lose.
You got a lot to lose, bro. You lose your girlfriend. You gonna
fuck her, bro.
Exactly. First of all, if she white, then I didn't want her for real in the first place,
bro.
I obviously had to be hitting her bank account or something.
You like Jesus.
And why would I spend Thanksgiving with the white family?
Get out, man.
Like no one even caught on to that. Why would I choose to go to the white family for Thanksgiving?
George, do you not want to try to bake macaroni and cheese with raisins in it?
No, bro.
This nigga
mayonnaise,
bro. Fuck this topic, bro.
Ooh, mayonnaise. They put mayonnaise on their mac and cheese. That's a wild.
I want to try this green bean casserole, bro.
That's a wild white people.
You want to try that shit,
bro? No.
I want to try it.
I think white people just grab random shit out their refrigerator.
I'm with the green bean casserole with the raisins in it.
No black people put raisins in
you
their
over here trying to put up your fucking Match.com profile on every
right.
fucking podcast.
You think we on POF? That's what
Right.
Hey man.
Everybody
That-
has DM.
Well,
Nah,
I,
but in real life though, the answer is basically you knock that nigga out. Like that's
Yeah.
well, I'm gonna say I'm the only person here who would knock him out.
I know,
Right.
because you gonna let these white girls
Only
be
because no. Only because
Because you soft. That's why.
Oh, that ain't the reason either. Only because
So you are soft.
no.
That's not the reason.
That ain't the reason. The reason is I don't want to violate my probation.
Oh man, come on. Assuming you wasn't on probation, would you?
Nah, but the whole thing is
I
though,
call that.
you
I
wouldn't
call that.
though, because you wouldn't. It's an act of self-defense at that point because there's a racial
fearing for your life.
No, you can't. Boy, use that shit in court, you'll be fucked up, bro.
Hey,
Don't use
bro, lawyers, you better keep that lawyer entertainer.
that shit costs money, bro.
Hey, you been fucking with the white girl the whole time. You better have some lawyer money out the end of that. You better not just.
Listen,
be
I feel like this.
just
I
say
feel
it.
like this. Just like you said, he said it to hit hard. I'm gonna hit his ass hard.
Right.
He gonna know. Listen,
Nigga,
he gonna know.
self-defense.
Listen, he gonna know not to say it no more. So the thing is, if he feel like he got to call the police after that means he really think I'm a nigga.
All right, if you really fuck with her hard, how you gonna see him again?
What you
What
mean?
you mean?
Nigga,
Like,
we're done with all this.
The same way how you
Good
think,
girl.
the same way how you want to change your perspective, you want us to change our perspective because he was drinking. I can say the same thing. I was drinking and just reacted. Like
Right,
this is what
exactly.
we did.
I like the argument. I like that shit.
As long
I
as,
like
as
that
long as the mother ain't walking around with a fucking teacup, I'm gonna knock his ass the fuck out. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna knock his ass out.
He's out, no question.
Shit out you, bro. She gonna keep the keys from you, bro.
Hey,
She gonna
bro.
out you,
She
bro.
never got my keys in the first place.
Fuck
There's
no.
no way.
Oh,
And
I
then-
drove my car.
And then if the wife getting acted up, I'm calling my mother up there.
Oh,
really-
If
this
we
gonna
got-
really get
oh,
ghetto.
yeah, it's going
got
down.
probably get back. All y'all niggas get
Hell
back
yeah,
then.
bro.
We all, the whole family going to jail.
The whole family going to jail. Well, like I said, I wouldn't do it because I don't want to violate my
And
probation.
you trying to keep your options open.
Nah, I just don't want. Nope, I don't want to violate my probation. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I wouldn't make a. Well, I don't know if I want to say this on record, but I probably wouldn't make a white girl my girlfriend.
Hey,
Hold on, you said what?
So you
I probably would not make a white girl.
Okay. No, that's facts. That's facts. I just feel like
No, don't get me wrong. I probably would smash, but I probably more than likely just this is who I am as a character. I don't see me making
just-
a white
it's-
girl.
With me, it's just shit a white person will never understand about the shit I gotta go through. And I'm not about to
Exactly.
be fucking explaining to you or having a
Exactly.
fucking
Right.
pause
I'm the
and
same
shit
way.
with you.
it's certain stuff that us as black people we don't even gotta talk about, but we know. You know what I mean? And it's just like that's just the culture
I'm
we
not
got.
about to pause and be like, nah, I'm uncomfortable here, or nah, I'm
Right.
not trying to do that for your ass to have a problem. with
Exactly.
that.
Like me and my friends regularly have conversations about trap shit. Like, do I really think Becca is gonna be sitting right there while we talking about running down on ops and all
Hell
this
yeah,
stuff?
babe.
But nah,
Yeah.
I gotta play D role real quick. Like just
Alright.
real quick. I gotta play D role real quick in terms of devil's advocate. In my life, it was two white girls I dated when I was in Tampa.
Mhm.
That never came up as a concept. Like the conversations that we would have is just different. The conversation about what happened in the hood, projects, whatever, just don't come up. Like,
Bro, but that's all we talk about. You a different kind of nigga though, bro. This is all we talk about, bro.
that's real.
Literally, bro, Darius, listen.
That's
Talk
to
about
speak on people's personality, individual personalities. Like, I know I'm a different type. I had a different type upbringing than say a Tao or whatever. Like, and our conversations is gonna be different. Like, that's just real. So if you the type that's what you talk about, and y'all talk about like things that y'all
Facts.
did, and y'all thoughts about XYZ, then I can see why it would make more sense to say they're not gonna understand your perspective. But at the same time, there are some situations, there are some conversations that we did have where it's just like they're intrigued into the conversation, give you an opportunity to just express yourself freely.
But you don't feel like that's kind of like almost like a novelty, like, oh, I got a black man, like, oh, that's so intriguing.
Personally, like they didn't see it that way. When I say intriguing, I just mean in the sense of you can express yourself freely without judgment. Like they just seeing you as that was your experience, and you expressing yourself freely, like without, you know what I'm saying, without somebody saying, "Oh, okay, you went through that, so you're a certain way." You know what I'm saying? Like how we were talking about earlier about being able to change. Like in our conversation about certain situations that I done been in, that was more or less the vibe of their reaction to it was more just like, oh, okay, that was your perspective. This is what you learned from it. We're here now. You know what I'm saying? Versus saying, you know, you a trap nigga, you're not gonna be shit but a trap nigga, and you ain't shit for it. Like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you go into academia, I know I done met some, you know, intellectual black women that's been like, oh, okay, you got put out of, you know, you had situations, you know, where you was in said situation. So I feel a certain way towards you, regardless of what you learn from it and how you change. So it's kind of double-edged sword with that. But
all right, fellas, but let's move into the last free form that we have here, which is, you know, one of my favorites. And shoot the shit, anything y'all have in y'all mind. I'm gonna just confess what I have in my mind. For the first time in my life, for the first time in my 28 years of living, fellas, I've been ghosted. It's never happened. It's shocking.
That's the shot on the podcast. That's why
I'm about to say I don't think I would have, you know, blasted that first.
No, I don't. It was cool because, you know, it's never happened to me before. I didn't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I've been ghosted to the point so bad, like she didn't reply. Shorty didn't reply to my message and then deleted me off Facebook. I was like, damn, what did I do?
This nigga sent the premature dick pic, bro.
What did you do?
that's the thing. So the question is, could you possibly?
What did you do up to that point, yo? Nah.
You
rewind and tell us what you did up to that point.
I went through real quick, bro. We was chilling. We was talking through
in person,
through text messages and phone.
Okay.
I met her in person. I cooked dinner for her at my house.
That shit was
then.
Nasty.
Dinner was trash. Your conversation was trash. Something happened, bro. Like,
no, that wasn't the end of it. We had dinner at my house. Cool. That shit was delicious. Then I took her out to dinner. We went to a spot.
Damn, double dinner?
Nigga, how you have double dinner? This is a big girl, nigga. Damn.
Maybe that's why she left, because you a weird ass nigga with double dinner.
She left because she was full, nigga. Damn.
Thank God, no bullshit. She like, I'm gonna block this nigga because he just trying to feed me. I ain't got time for that.
Hold on. So she can
I'm trying to get my summer body right, nigga.
It's like the petite note. The petite note, everything. You gotta be real.
No, she was very thin, so she can use it, bro. But honestly, she struggled with eating.
You're insulting
That's probably why she
struggled with eating. That has nothing to do with this.
All right, tell us what else happened.
Listen, so I took her to a date in Crystal City to Ethiopian spot. It was a very good time.
That's another problem.
Listen, no, she said Ethiopia, Africa was like one of the spots she wanted to go to, and the Ethiopian spot you eat with your hands, so she was kind of dope. So I took her back to my spot. We had a bottle. We chilled out, drank the bottle, and played card games.
I think she didn't hit you up because you didn't try to hit that.
Yeah, maybe.
You think so?
I think so. Yeah, I'm kind
of. It's a
possibility. Like, what happened after the card game, bro?
Right.
I took her ass home, bro. I don't try to hit on the first date.
I mean, well, that's a good
Did you do
gentleman.
anything? You ain't kiss her? You ain't...
I don't do that on the first date, bro, because to me, like, feelings get involved too early when we trying to decide what this is. I want to be able to differentiate between, is this going to be a friendship, or is this going to be like a move to pursue? I think like the first or second date is too early to decide.
Like
I've been married before, bro, so I just look at dating a little bit different.
Bro, listen, why don't you just go with the flow, though?
Right.
That's what I did.
I don't feel like you did. I don't feel like you did.
I agree with
I think she wanted to like show something.
It wasn't no feelings like that, bro.
You did all
I'm gonna
this,
tell you,
and now it's just shooting away. Like, seal it with something, nigga. Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it was the appropriate time, bro. And I listen, bro. You know me, bro. I've been in a lot of different situations.
Facts.
You just say that. So you just say that.
If we was on the phone talking for like an hour.
Yeah, no bullshit. I can judge the move appropriately. Yeah. I didn't feel it was that move. I did feel that way. I could have easily took it down to my room and just said, "All right, let's move in that way." But I did.
That's where I was about to go in terms of agreeing with Ty. Like, I don't think that, just in terms of trying to make sense of your situation, I feel like that was her move, and because you wasn't there, you wasn't on
Bruh,
some.
I don't know, bro.
I
To
don't
do all of that,
know.
bro, she probably
Hear what I'm
was like,
saying?
he
I'm
doing
not
all
saying.
this, you know.
I don't know, bro.
Hear me what I'm saying. The fact that you don't know is a point. Like there's a masculine perspective and a feminine.
Let me throw a loop in it. Let me throw a loop in it real quick. Like this particular, let me throw a loop in it real quick. This particular female had. Hold on, bro. Hold on. This particular female had complained about how men were over sexualizing her.
I'm not saying that.
Listen, chill.
Nothing.
She's basically her complaint was that every nigga she meets tries to smash.
See, let me tell you what women issue with that is. Their issue is they could talk about sex, but you can't. Yeah. That's the whole issue. So even if she said that to you, don't mean she wasn't trying to get smashed that night. That just means you can't act. You can't be overly trying to smash.
So why not be an adult and say, "Hey, look, like I feel like you didn't come."
Adults.
They women.
We grown. What the fuck are we talking about?
It's about the aura that you perspective. Like,
man, I'm a grown. I'm almost 30 years old.
If she ain't mad because you ain't trying to smash. What is the other problem from this date? All I'm saying is she looked at you. She looked at you and you was doing all this shit for, but you didn't have enough gall to be like.
I'm gonna make the situation worse for y'all. I'll make the situation worse for y'all. Y'all gonna hate me because of this. Ty, don't judge me because of this.
Goddamn.
We're gonna judge.
Ty, don't judge me.
Oh no.
We're gonna judge.
It happened a couple times, right? Where she was short on some bread.
What? Oh my God!
She wasn't eating, and I had a problem with that.
Nah, I mean, you did the right thing.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you why he didn't do the right thing.
Yes,
because
he did.
What was she doing before him?
I understand that.
What was she doing before him?
I understand that, but if you interested like that, bro, like you got to,
bro. So basically, the way I see it is, he got completely played.
At the end, we're talking about the hindsight. So we saw what happened at the end of it. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? That's if he's interested in that woman, like, and he has to be the masculine perspective of that conversation, like, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Now, at the end of the day, if she goes you, you get played, whatever, then.
All right, so Doc, you saying basically this is a show that you just met. We talking about remind you. This like first date type shit. They just went on their first date, and after that she ghosted them. So all this he talking about had to happen before that. So basically, what I'm saying is, you sitting up there. You back?
Nah, keep going what you're saying because I want to respond to what you're saying right quick.
Hold on.
Darius, you need to hang up the other one, nigga.
Yeah, Darius, you gotta hang up the other one.
I got you.
But yeah, I can't remember what I was saying now.
But that's my thing. My whole thing is just as a man, you not the person who you.
Oh yeah. So you, my bad. Go ahead.
The person who you pursuing, you know what I'm saying. You're not seeing it from the perspective of that they gonna ghost you. You trying to make the best. I'm not saying the best impression to try to hit or whatever, but you trying to make your best impression.
But we talking about you never met.
So look, no, listen. No, we met in person before, bro. But the problem was that like she one of them weed head type females who be struggling with eating, and I had a problem with that. So I was like, you know what I'm saying? She lived by herself. She pay her own bills. And then she'd be like, I'm just trying to wait till tomorrow so I can get paid.
Oh, nah. In that situation, I agree 100%. Like, I'm not mad at you.
What you say, Doc?
I'm not mad at you no more. Like,
look, it didn't hurt me, bro. It was like $20. You know what I'm saying? $20 here, $20 there. It didn't hurt me.
If she's in a situation where she paying her own bills, like, there's a difference between being broke and being I just paid my bills.
I agree with that.
So that's what I'm saying, bro.
And she's in a situation where she can't eat because she just paid off for everything, whatever.
Nah, man. But listen, y'all. That's y'all not hip, man. These women be trapping y'all like this. They be coming in with only intentions on asking you for money. Only intentions.
And you said it twice, bro.
Listen, my question is this.
Exactly.
My question is this. Now, what did I go wrong with that? Not trying to smash, bro? Because that's the only thing I can think of.
It's either she wasn't fucking with you from the jump.
Yeah.
Two,
she got to do.
She got another nigga.
I think she got to do.
Or
like
or
you
two,
got
or
caught
two,
in
you ain't smashed when you should
like
smash.
we're not talking right
Mhm.
now, so I'm gonna just fuck with you for a minute, and you going, whatever happens there happens. But whenever he get his shit together and hit my phone again, like you're ghosted. Like that's what that sounds like.
Yeah, that's what I think happened too.
Fuck that.
And
And
in my opinion, I'm done dating, bro.
the young lady he talking about has done this before. Let's just put that out there.
What?
I'm not going deep into it, but I'm just gonna say that.
That was a professional move. 2 meals and some meal money.
You knew where she was going. She the Costa Nostra of this shit. I'm telling you.
I was doing my role as a king, as a good king. I was playing my role as a good king, and I ain't mad at my role. I did my thing.
I'm not even mad at you no more. Like, if you're being your organic self and you're trying to do the kingly thing, you can't expect
Thank you.
that's what she's
I appreciate you, bro.
Hey,
I appreciate you,
side
bro.
note, we already know it's this nigga Darius' fault. He either one fell into the trap, or two, he ain't smashed when he should have. But
no, bro, I told you all the facts, bro.
On this shoot the shit stuff.
My question to you in terms of the facts is, what was y'all talking about? What was the conversation based in?
Regular
As far as what? No, as far as what?
Period. What was the conversation based in?
You talking about in general?
In general, when y'all was
bro, energy, bro.
When y'all was instant messaging, DMing, when y'all was on dates, so what were y'all talking about?
Bro, the conversation was all around, bro. We talked about energy, bro. We talked about future goals, past relationships, wants and needs in a future relationship.
I think Shorty's like a serial dater, though. I think she's just.
I think so too, based on my research.
Weird, bro.
Nah,
based on my research.
From the research we saying pretty much.
Me and Ty did some reconnaissance.
Yeah, it feels like she's a serial dater.
But the whole thing is, though, after all of that you just said, at the end of the day, if it's not what Tyler just said, it's just a matter of she just wasn't feeling your answer. She wasn't feeling your perspective. Like,
true.
That could be the case.
Not to say nothing's wrong with you. That just may just be y'all two's incompatibility.
Yeah, but no, the thing about it is I respect that. I don't care about that.
Right.
I respect. To me, if you call yourself a queen, then you handle business like a queen, right? So if I'm a king and I handle business like a king, if I'm not feeling a queen, I'll tell her.
Nowadays.
Nah, bro. If you call yourself a name, thank you, George.
Thank you, George. That's
you
what
call
I
yourself a name, bro. If you call yourself a name, you should handle yourself that way. So if I'm not feeling somebody, I'm gonna go look. I'm really not feeling you.
Came back into her life and she don't want you to see the postings
Thank you.
or
I
different
agree.
shit like that. Bro, let me tell you, look, I'm gonna make you feel better. When I first came out here to Cali, cuz, you on Tinder, dumb shit, I met this one chick, right? She lived like in Palmdale. It's like a 50-minute drive, like hour drive, bro. I drove up here to meet this chick for the first time ever. We FaceTime, I knew she was real. I got up here, this girl walked up to my car window and was like, now is when I'm gonna find out how real you are about shit. I was like, the fuck you talking about? This bitch is 7 months pregnant, cuz.
Oh no.
Whoa.
What? She's talking about she just found out 2 days ago. I was like,
whoa.
I was like, okay. I'm not real at all, bitch. I'm out. That's the first time. I promise you. Because this shit smoke, drink, do all kinds of stuff, bro. It's Cali. So I'm like, your baby is fucked up. There's no chance I'm sticking around for this, cuz. You got me fucked up.
Wait a minute, sir.
That's crazy.
Her baby,
Wait a minute.
There's too many questions
So
with
you
that.
should feel
Like,
better about that. You should feel better about that, bro.
I got a lot
I don't
of
know,
questions.
bro. My dating life is weird, bro. For example, damn, I don't know if I should say this. Because she listened to the podcast.
Hand it, bro.
Don't say it.
Nah.
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. She listened to the podcast.
Let's wrap it up and I'll stop.
Nah, bro. I ain't gonna say it, bro. No, listen, bro. I'm gonna be general.
Next week.
I'm gonna be general, bro. Would you? She gonna hit, bro. Nah, she gonna hit, bro.
Yeah,
Nah.
108, come on.
I. Would you date a girl that basically has dated multiple men you know?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Wait, no, what's a stupid question, bro? This is a real question.
If they your friends, nah. If they acquaintances, yeah, it's simple.
Yeah.
Okay, acquaintances.
But at the same time, still, nah.
Are they people you know well?
Yeah.
Answer
Well,
that
no.
question.
People that
I
done
know
showed
well
you
enough.
videos of them
I know
smashing
well
stuff.
enough.
Have these people came to your house before?
Yes.
Nah.
Then they good friends. They
Nah.
friends, bro.
They friends at that point. No way.
Nah.
Friends for the future or former
So
friends?
this nigga saying this.
Hold on, time out. It depends on how many friends we talking, Darius. Why don't you elaborate for us a little bit?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, okay. See?
Nigga.
Yeah.
This nigga is so desperate.
He said, I'm gonna just say it like this. He said,
this is why I'm not dating no more, bro. I'm not dating.
More than one, more than two, more than three. Like this is like, you know what I'm saying? Hood available. Like
exactly right.
Listen, fellas. This is why I'm not dating no more, bro. I have retired to 2021. 2021, I'm dating.
Sound like somebody need to travel.
Right.
There you go. Amen. Praise God. That's it, man. That's it. It's in this shit, man. All right, man. This is the N-Word Podcast. Doc, George, Master Ty, Master OG Ty, aka Big Meezy, Dwright. We'll see you guys next week. More topics, more questions from women to get male's perspective. This is a great episode, fellas. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys next week.